This feels more and more like a defensive grind between these two of the better defensive teams. That's a good
in the post. When Jaylen Brown got his 4th foul in game 4 and couldn't be as aggressive, Siakam went to work.
Good take to the working with Gasol. A rim run for Gasol. He's met at the rim. What? Boston playing well on the defensive end. It's
just a huge factor in that game.
It had Brad Stevens' attention, something they addressed between games. Raptors, of course, for the championship last year. He loves getting lost in the playoff vibe. As Marcus Brown with it. Got Smart running to his right. Gives it right back, and Brown throws it down. Van Vliet's three-point shooting was found in the second half of game 3. Had a nice game 4. A little turnaround by OG Anunoby. 38 threes missed. But with the good looks, expecting better results. That's a tough shot night, and they've got a chance to hold them to single digits here. Unreal. 1 for 9 start from behind the arc. Tatum hammers one off the backboard. Boston continues to lock down the Raptors here.
Yeah, listen, last game, and really for a lot of this series, or had a lot of good looks and just didn't make them. But in this game, so far, as Ibaka knocks down a 3, but Toronto's shots have been very difficult. Boston's gotten a lot of wide open ones.
Yeah, we hear that make or miss league all the time, and it's a cliche because it's true. As Kemba Walker knocks down a little mid-range. It's been 5 and 5 for Toronto. Boston's held Toronto just 5 made field goals and forced 5 turnovers. That's the 6th made bucket. Pascal Siakam.
I think they've really improved in the 2 years I haven't been coaching.
Has nothing. Toronto does not have a single basket in transition so far tonight. Lowry goes to the hole and scores.
Defense has stepped up. They're trying to fight their way back into this game.
Tatum springs free and lays it in.
Daniel Tice on the bench. You weren't seeing those buckets early in the game when Tice was there doing a great job.
Seen the possessions go down, the number of possessions as we grind away in this series. Nice finish by Wanamaker. And now Walker beating Fred VanVleet, kicks it. Good ball movement. Tatum will pull a 3.
For the Raptors, they need Fred VanVleet to be productive and efficient.
Nice pass as Walker sets up Marcus Smart. Gordon Hayward as well. He's playing with a lot on his mind right now, despite the injuries trying to come back from.
He really is. So Gordon and his wife are expecting to welcome a baby boy at the end of this month.
Line up a little bit here. Going with Boucher and Matt Thomas, maybe trying to change the energy.
Well, he can't get it to go because Daniel Tice was there and contested hard. Daniel Tice is not going to have big numbers in this game.
Finally able to hit one. Thomas, the rookie out of Iowa State. Here is Walker and got it off in time. It goes.
Talking about teams getting good shots, and you have to make them when you get them, like Siakam did just there. Yeah, you just got to wonder sometimes with teams, and I know it happens to everybody, but why we didn't see this disposition from Toronto.
Half a 6-0 Raptor run to start this half after being down 27 points at the half. Here is Brown in the corner. He's got it. He's having it. NBA did a great job with that feature. Michelob Ultra courtside. There's another nice take by VanVleet.
Got to come up with the ball. You can't give Boston second chances when you're down 22 points.
Kemba Walker able to shake Siakam. 5 fouls for Siakam. The big 3 for Toronto as Kemba, wow, nice little scoop as he gets by all defenders in game 3. They've been logging a ton of minutes. Powell, nice lead by Lowry as Powell throws it down. In his first playoff run with the Boston Celtics after 8 years in Charlotte. Allie LaForce, Kemba Walker brings a lot to the party.
He's an engine. He's using his voice. He's not afraid to say anything to anyone. And one thing we've seen all the way through is he's everywhere. He's chasing every screen. He's diving on the floor. He's taking charges.
To play together, Kemba for the first time with those guys, that's how you develop chemistry and respect for each other.
Here's Tatum. He scores it, pushing those particular players, the Boston 4, into better defensive principles and getting them to think about it in a little different way. Here's VanVleet for 3, and he knocks it down. Almost on the floor right now. And that's off the back iron. Lowry with a rebound.
Yeah, no, those guys will get some time, but that's not going to make any difference in this series.
Shots. He's had brief cameos in the last 2 games. Kemba Walker's
On Alaska, Wisconsin, and make it to the NBA is a great story.
and getting minutes here in the playoffs. And he sets up Van Vliet, who knocks.
Just flip the channel. I hate to tell people at TNT.
All right, coming up.
Down 24 to start the quarter. Only one starter on the floor for Toronto, Fred Van Vliet.
Now here's Ibaka on a rim run, and it's blocked by Tatum. Thomas with a rebound. By the way, you're spending a lot of time with your brother here in the bubble. As Thomas, that quick release.
And appreciate it.
Well, it does bring to mind in a game like this, as Powell scores inside.
They're really in lockstep. They're always discussing the game plan. They have similar makeup and how they see the game and play the game. And he said, I think of it as 2 is better than 1.
Justice initiatives, and we've heard his voice a great deal. He has used his voice. Lou Brock passing away, and the great uncle of our colleague over at Bleacher Report, Taylor Rooks. So we're sending our condolences to Taylor.
And they're getting work against it right now. That's very helpful, I think, for the Celtics. So there are still things they can get out of this game here in the last 5 minutes. By P.J. Brown about 10 straight times. And P.J. Brown was an outstanding defender and could really move his feet for a big guy.
Around the bubble, of course, with the Miami Heat in it, and been able to run into him on a few occasions as Tice drops one off.
Substitutions at that point.
Boston has 6 players in double figures. Brown at matched a franchise low for Toronto in their playoff history. Boston led by 27 at the half. They were up 25 to end the third, and they've just had the foot on the gas ever since. Complete dismantling of Toronto. Phenomenal career at Purdue. I was fortunate enough to call a lot of his games in the Big Ten. Matter of fact, Edwards and Grant Williams, who just knocked down that Sweet 16 game a year ago, or a couple of years ago now.
And that was a
tournament.
Big
team now. Brad Stevens saying it is highly unlikely, improbable that he'd return in this series. Certainly will be available if Boston